Can you hear what's on in the background? And when I pray, you speak to me. You tell me how it's actually making me tear up. And this is totally on topic for today. This is Self-Love Sessions with Mariam. That would be me. And today we're talking about the power of self-love in fulfilling your life purpose, your divine soul's purpose. And the reason I'm teary is because my music has just come out. I've spent recording music, editing music, and my CD's come out. And it's me stepping into my divine soul purpose. And the only way that I could do that was to find the depth of self-love, faith in self, trust in self, and my divine connection to be able to bring this much of me through into the world. So it's very humbling and it's very touching to actually give that to yourself. And that's what I'm so inspired to help women and men to bring to themselves, to bring to the world, because we all have these seeds that are ripening now, these seeds of soul purpose, the seeds of your life work coming into fruition now. And every time you try to squash it, or you doubt it, or you think, oh, I'm not good enough, I don't have what it takes, that's too big of a dream, too big of a vision, it's not for me. Every single time you have a thought like that, you're going to be in more and more and more pain, because who actually planted those seeds? You planted those seeds before you incarnated here. That was your purpose, to express these things in the world. And if you're not doing that, if you're not aligning your thoughts, your words, and your actions with that divine soul purpose, with love, with your creativity, you will find yourself in greater and greater pain. Okay? Are we all on board with that? Can you see that? Can you feel that? Like Adair and Theoni, you guys are pretty much on fire, aren't you? Hi, Gail. Hi, Lindley. So lovely to see you guys here talking about divine soul purpose and the absolute depth of the importance of your own self-love. Because if you don't love yourself enough, every time you go to express your creativity, or you go to express that you might have a gift that might help someone else, you're going to backtrack on yourself. You're going to go back into hiding. You're going to go back and sit on the couch and watch Friends, right? So I say that because that was my thing when I was hiding out. I don't know how many times I've actually watched the entire Friends series, And some of that was, well-deserved relaxation. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Roz. And some of that was definitely hiding from the world, hiding from the depth and the power of my own soul purpose, right? So it's perfectly fine to go and sit on the couch and relax and watch movies, right? I was just speaking to someone who was doing a soul gaze session with me yesterday at the International Women's Day event up at Flaxley. And she was saying, I just keep finding myself, instead of doing my painting, because she's this amazing artist, and she was actually asked to send her paintings to Rome. This is she's Hungarian? Anyway, she was living in Adelaide. She's been here for years. She's raising a family here. She was asked to send her paintings to Rome and Italy and Spain or something. And because she didn't have the self-love or the faith in herself, she didn't do it. And now she finds herself sitting on the couch watching movies, and she can't get herself to paint. So we did this amazing soul gaze session, and soul gaze is my new modality. It just came through. It's what I'm offering, where I can gaze into someone's eyes and channel messages for them. It's the coolest thing ever. And I kind of brought it out at this event over the weekend, and people sat with me for 20 minutes and had amazing transformations before our very eyes in the presence of the divine. And that was all about self-love. So I helped her to raise into the self-belief and into the understanding that she can plan time to sit on the couch and watch a movie for her downtime, guilt-free. And then she can also schedule time where she goes and sits in her painting room and communes with the divine until she feels inspired to put paintbrush to canvas. So if you're a person who has this creative gift, and all of us do. I've got my music playing in my ear, so I better just turn it down because it distracts me. I'll turn it off. If you're a person who's wanting to get her or his divine gifts out into the world, but you find yourself sitting on the couch watching Friends or watching movies, or distracting yourself, and where you really want to be in that creativity and offering that creativity on a deeper level, you schedule time to do that thing. Even if you sit there and you look at a blank canvas in whatever modality, whatever creative aspect that you do, even if you just sit there for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, you commune with the divine, because that creative gift is your connection with the divine. It's how the divine wants to come through you and experience this life. It wants to do that. That's why you feel so alive when you're doing it, right? If you're singing, if you're dancing, if you're writing, if you're speaking, if you're planning a talk, whatever your creativity, however it comes through, that's how the divine wants to experience life through you. Are you going to prevent that? Because that's actually what your fellow human beings are waiting for as well, right? Let's say hi to whoever else is here. Hi, Linda. Hi, Megan. And that's Sarah. I said hi to you, Sarah. Hi again, Sarah. So today we are talking about the power of self-love to actually activate your divine soul purpose. I still have my music on. I have to turn it off, and I have to go away for 1 second while I put that on pause. And I put on I'm going to put on music for the Healing Codes by Elio. It's really, really beautiful, nurturing, 528 hertz love frequency music that we can sink into while we do this precious, precious work together. No more precious work. There really is, as far as, and I've been studying love my whole life, and there isn't any more precious work that I have found than finding the deepest self-love, unconditional self-love, unconditional self-acceptance. Because in unconditionally accepting yourself, you're able to unconditionally accept others. And how much power is there to help others to transform their lives than looking into their soul, looking into their eyes, and saying, you are worthy, you are deserving. And for them to feel the resonance in that, I'm just going to turn my light up, for them to feel the resonance in that, to feel the truth in that, it makes their eyes fly wide open. Oh my God, you mean this little old me, I'm worthy. I'm powerful. I can empower myself. I can go forth and give my gifts in the world. And the only way that you can do that for another is to do that for yourself. Yeah? Let's take a deep breath in. I sort of started it in a lot of energy. And let it all out. And let's ground ourselves down into Mother Earth, allowing your feet to sink right down deep to her core. Oh, feel the warmth surrounding you all the way up to your waist. You're just letting Mother Earth take your weight. In her unconditionally loving arms. You have got this mother at your disposal anytime you choose to sink down into her. Let her take your weight. Let her take the weight of the world off your shoulders. Just be. Oh, that feels good, hey? Nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to be, fully focused in the here now. Fully focused, feeling the love that she's giving us, the divine love 24/7 coming up from the depths of her, up through your feet, up through your legs, just nourishing you and just pouring that love all the way up through your legs, through the seat, and up through your torso, where there's the shimmering field of infinite possibilities, where you're going to pop in your intentions to know your divine soul purpose on a deeper level, to be open to the bigger you. Yeah, to be open to the possibility that yes, you have this powerful gift and a powerful purpose here. Your soul purpose is related to all the pain and all the expansion that you've done throughout your life, right? That's your soul's learning, your soul purpose. That's a personal thing. Your life purpose is a universal thing. Your life purpose is the way you bring your soul's purpose into the world. That just came to me. Must be true. Your soul purpose is a personal learning journey. So if you look back at your life, at all the pain, because the pain is what makes us expand. So no matter what the pain was, there was purpose. And it was leading you to this moment of now, where you're understanding that self-love and embracing all of that journey that you set up. Okay? You set that up. You planted the seeds. You called in the people to bring you the life experience that you've had. You've called them in. That's how freaking powerful you are. That's how willing you were to expand to the greatness that you are. You were willing to go through all of that to bring you to the here now, to where you're stepping deeper into who you really are, who you came here to be, and the life purpose that you're now going to be sharing with the world. Yeah? Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Breathing in the infinite possibilities. Breathing in the life purpose that you know you're here for. Even if you don't know consciously, you know. Your heart knows. And every bit of your life experience has been bringing you to this. Even if it's to just share the joy, right? So sharing joy in your creativity is hugely powerful because it gives other people permission to just be joyful, to just do their creativity, to just have joy, to just be the love for themselves that they've been seeking in the outer world. So your life purpose doesn't have to be something huge, like I have to, be some, I don't know, 7-figure coach or whatever the hell it is that you think you might be on the surface level. Your soul's purpose is already unfolding perfectly, right? You don't have to make that happen. You just have to let it happen. You let it happen by following your inspiration, by following your desires. Yeah? So if there's some things that you've been, hi Linda, if there's some things that you've been wanting to do, are you making time for them? Because what you want to do is 100% related to the divine's purpose in your life. What you want to do is what life force is wanting to do through you. So what effect do you think it's going to have on your life and on your body if you're not allowing yourself to do what life wants to do through you? Yeah? So wherever you're holding yourself back from doing what you want to do in this life, is it time, and are you ready, and are you willing to do those things for yourself and do those things out in the world and let go of fear of what other people are going to think if you're not, serious about life, if you're not, being somebody, creating something to some sort of identity in the world that people can look up to or whatever. If you're just out there playing, yeah? Would that be fun? Because that's what the divine's here for. And do you want to show the divine a hell of a good time on this planet? We do, don't we? We want to show God a good time. We want to show the universe a good time. And then the universe is going to show us deeper fun, deeper truth, deeper meaning, deeper joy, deeper fulfillment, deeper pleasure, more energy, bodies that work, right? Your body, if you're trying to beat your body into shape, or if you're trying to work hard because, people tell you that you have to work hard in order to be a valuable person in this world, how much fun is that, and how is that working for you? Because we came here for the joy. We came here for the fun. We did not come here to work hard. If you're working hard and that gives you pleasure, then go for it. Because I know that working hard, like working out hard or working hard on something that I'm inspired to do, well, it's like work play, isn't it? So you're working hard, but you're also playing hard. You're having a hell of a good time while you're doing it, right? That's what divine soul purpose feels like. It feels like hard work, but hard play. Yeah? Hi, Alfredo. So if anyone wants to comment, that's the beauty of being on Facebook Live instead of V Live, is I can see your comments. We can interact really quickly and easily. I haven't maybe figured out how to do that on V Live, like completely. So if you want any help with soul purpose, how to come out of your shell on a deeper level, put it in the comments. I can't bring you on screen, but I can certainly help you workshop through it. So if anyone has any challenge, just describe it in the comments. How to give yourself permission, maybe how to give yourself permission to go for it in life. Yeah. A lot of the women who I saw over the weekend or Friday and Saturday were very creative people who were trying to start a business and were wondering why they were still finding themselves sitting on the couch and not getting out there. Thanks for all the love hearts, Lindley, and everyone else. Yeah, work hard and play hard, Alfredo, definitely. Purpose of your soul. My challenge is being more assertive. Okay, cool. Hi, Jasmine. So I'll just finish the thought that I was on, which was a lot of the challenge that I'm seeing in people coming to me at the moment are people who still believe that they're blocked. There's a depth to this. There's a very subtle tweak. If you notice that you're saying, I'm blocked, I'm stuck, is that actually true? I want to help you raise up into what the people were doing. Okay, I had an angry face. That probably wasn't on purpose. There's a sad face. I'm not sure if those are on purpose. If you're putting sad faces in there for a reason, let me know why. So the belief that you're stuck or that you have a block is your block. Breathe it in. Let it out. We're going to sit with this one for a little while. The belief that you're stuck or that you're blocked is the block. Breathe it in. Let it out. And let's finish our grounding exercise. We were in the field of infinite possibilities. You were dropping intentions in there to see the truth around divine soul purpose and divine life purpose. And whatever else you want to get from the next half an hour that we have left, put your intention in there. What do you want to see? What do you want to feel? Do you want to feel the power of your life purpose? Do you want to see how you can move past wherever you believe you're stuck? Whatever that is, put it in the field of infinite possibilities, knowing that it's already done, it's already done, it's already done. That's what working in the quantum field is, knowing that it's already done. Time does not exist. It's already done. And bringing your awareness up, opening up through the throat chakra with a beautiful blue firework. Opening. Feel like there is a great big apple or something in your throat. A willingness in there to speak. Because as you bring your divine soul purpose out into your life purpose, it will come. You need to loosen up because that's the way we express in the world. That's the way we share in the world. We do it through blah, 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 blah. Right? We do it energetically, yes, but we also do it verbally, right? And with our bodies. So we need to free up our ability to express bodily, to be big energy. Yeah? So allowing that space to open. Make a noise. Make a big noise. I had a lady yesterday, she wasn't used to expressing anything negative. She wanted to live life all in the positive because she was one of those beautiful, empathic creatures, as a lot of us are who are doing this work now. Empathic creatures who want to be love for everyone. But you can't do that by denying the judgment side of us, or the anger side of us, or the sadness side of us, the frustrated side of us. We can't just deny that and go, I'm just this positive being over here, because that's denying half of who we really are. Who we really are is the entire rainbow. And would we be willing to embody the entire rainbow of human emotion? So she needed to make noise. She was like this beautiful bubble with a big smile all the time, and you could feel her love, and yet I could feel something simmering under the surface, where there wasn't 100% authenticity in that smile. There was a little bit of, I know I really want to be this, but there's actually this other layer underneath that I'm denying. So in our session together, we got a pillow. She told me what she was frustrated about. Because she was looking into my eyes, there was no way she could hide from herself. She couldn't deny that she had this frustration and this bit of anger that she just needed to have permission to let out, right? So you want to do that in a contained atmosphere. You don't want to let it come out spontaneously on the people that you love, right? So wherever you're holding on to, like, wherever you have this layer of negativity that is human nature that doesn't go away, right? It's I don't know how to judge it or how to paraphrase it. You know what it is. It's whatever judgments, whatever layers of stuff are still there that make you feel negative, and that part that you judge of yourself because you're trying to be this good person, and yet you still have these bad thoughts, and so you get mad at yourself for having them. Wherever you have those, would you be willing to embrace all of you? Deep breath in. Embracing that frustrated part, that bit that says, I really want to be this positive force in the universe, but there's this other side of me, and it's really icky, and I don't want anyone to see it. So she took this pillow, and I said, just pound it out. Just pound it out. She wasn't given permission to ever express her anger when she was young. So if you could put your hands up, hi Kristen, I would say, who else has had that experience? You weren't allowed to be angry. You were shut down. You were punished. I had someone else who, she had anger arise, she was put in the corner when she was young. And I was trying to get her to stamp her foot and express some of that, and she just couldn't. She just could not allow herself to stamp her feet and have a little tantrum because she was so fearful, and she was, back in her sort of 4-year-old self that knew she was going to get punished if she expressed anger. So I hope she's doing that now. But this woman was willing, and she was pounding on that pillow, and she was getting it out. And I encourage people to do that because that's part of who we are, right? Let's not deny that anymore. Let's not try to be like just positive people. We are people. We're human beings. And the more you can unconditionally love all of you, every last little bit of you, the bits that you judge, the bit you think are negative, the bit you think is so screwed up, or whatever your judgment of you is, would you be willing to unconditionally love and accept that part of you too? Yes. And if you say yes out loud, it makes a huge difference to just going on the inside. If you want something to be true, say yes to it and say it out loud. That's the power of your words. And I know about the power of words because it's been my entire life story repressing my self-expression. It's why I'm so powerfully passionate about helping other people to do that now, to get into their soul purpose and to bring out their life purpose, right? So are you willing? And did you say yes to all of that? Yes, I can be all of that. Because when you are unconditionally loving of all of you, you're also able to bring your soul purpose and your life purpose out into the world, because you're not trying to deny, you're not trying to deny an aspect of you. This is big. Yes, I'm glad I'm getting some thumbs up and hearts. Because if you're trying to bring your life purpose out into the world, let's say you're a positive psychology person, right? And you have this layer of negativity, because we all do, and you're not accepting it, right? Every time you try to go out into the world and share your gifts, there's a slight vibration of fake. There's a slight vibration of not authentic. And people feel that. We're all connected. People feel that. People can look at you and sense, oh, she's not totally authentic. There's part of herself she's not loving. Yeah? Is this making sense? You need to make less noise, Kirsten. That's funny. That's, oh, yes, I'd love to have a conversation about that. Because it's probably different sides of the same coin, needing to make less noise. There's a part of you that's maybe crying out to be heard, the authentic part of you. And so that this is just what I'm feeling into. Like, I don't know you at all, so I could be really wrong. However, if you're someone who is very out there, there's a layer that you're hiding. There's the quiet side, the sad side that you're hiding from the world, that you're hiding from yourself, that you're afraid of, that you're shutting down, that you're not willing to feel. So if you were to make less noise, go more inward. Be willing to set aside some time for you to feel your feelings. And this is, I was recommending this over the weekend as well. Setting aside time, because I had someone who said she just couldn't cry. She was wondering, all this stuff could happen, and she just would be like, she'd wonder, why am I not crying here? And I said, well, set aside an hour every, I don't know, a few days, or an hour a week or something. This is my time where I feel my feelings. And you can let it rise up and let it bubble up. I don't know if that's relevant to you, Kirsten, but that's just what came through in that moment. If there's a little layer that's not being felt because there's fear attached to it, not being allowed to be sad, not being allowed to, or feeling like you have to do. Thanks, Adair. Feeling like you have to do, make noise, be out there, because otherwise it's all going to fall apart if you let go. Make time to just be, and to allow the feelings to arise, and to cry it out, and to smash it out, and to be there and hug yourself and say, oh, I got you, sweetie. We weren't allowed to be sad. We weren't allowed to be angry. We weren't allowed to be dissatisfied. We were judged as selfish. We were judged as a pain in the ass. It's all okay, sweetie. I've got you. It's okay now. We're all grown up. Yeah? We're all grown up. It's okay. And you do that for yourself, and you look in the mirror into your own beautiful eyes. And I'm just going to get a little close now. Ooh, that's scary. And you look into your beautiful eyes. And you say, I love you. I'm here for you. I've got you. You are beautiful. You are powerful. You can do it. And you do that to yourself. Oh, how loved up are you going to be? Oh, how willing are you going to be? How yes, vulnerable you're going to feel. But powerful. There is no deeper power than your own vulnerability. There's no deeper power than your own vulnerability. So we think we have to be strong and not cry and not make a fuss. But it's actually, that's false power. That's false strength. Our strength is in our vulnerability. And it also allows us to let go of the wounded ego. The wounded ego that tries to protect us by making us hard. Yeah? By allowing ourselves to be vulnerable and for others to see our vulnerability, it lets the wounded ego heal. And then the ego can be our friend again. The ego can be that force that helps us get out into the world to achieve, or not achieve so much as fulfill and satisfy our soul's purpose in the world as our life purpose. So Linda's saying, I know I'm here to help others heal themselves through my experiences, and I'm a healer through Reiki, aromatherapy, and yet there is still that worry about other people's perception of me. Beautiful. There's still that worry about other people's perception of me. Really? Right? What other people? What other people, Linda, are you worried about? Ask yourself, get a pen, paper, ask yourself these questions, because I don't know if we're going to have time to go through it all together on here. But you want to ask yourself, am I really worried about what other people think? What do I think other people are going to think? Anyone who has a worry about what other people are going to think, get a piece of paper and pen, write these questions down, because your soul has something to say to you, and you're the only one who can receive the answers. Right? And if you just sit there, you can receive just sitting there. But if you actually put pen to paper, that's going to double the potency of it. Yeah? Pen and paper. Because I know there's other people on this call besides. Did I say hi to Dee? Hi, Dee. I need to practice self-love and self-belief. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. Stay with us. Megan says, I'm here to help others, but I'm all blocked and I can't heal myself. Okay, well, we were right there before. And we talked about how the block, hi Alexis, good to see you here, how it's just a belief that you're blocked or that you're stuck. Oh, we've got a few things going on all at once. So I'm going to finish a little bit on the block and stuck while you're getting pen and paper. Kirsten, you already picked it all up, didn't you? You already picked that up. Fantastic. I'm glad that you felt that was true. Awesome. Take that time for yourself, Kirsten. And the block and the belief that you're stuck and blocked. The only thing that makes you believe that you're blocked or stuck is your own unwillingness to get off your tushy and go do what it is you want to do. So whose control? Whose control is that in? Your own block/stuck bullshit. Might be strong language, but I don't have that much time. So I got to cut to the chase. Anywhere you think you're stuck or blocked, and Lindley, if you're still there, you could pop in with your own interpretation, because Lindley was on a retreat with me and she started talking about being blocked, and spirit just rose up within me and turned to her and said, bullshit, that's bullshit. And Lindley went, and she just, like, tears sprung to her eyes, and she realized, it's just me that's been in my own way. It's my own unwillingness to take the actions of the person I want to be. It's my own unwillingness to take the actions of the person who I want to be. Because the only difference between you, I'm glad you put that love heart in there, Lindley. The only difference between you and the person who you want to be is choice. Is a choice of what to believe. It's a choice of what to do, what to think, what to say. You are the active ingredient in your life. Only you can choose to be blocked and stuck. I'm pointing my finger at you. Only you can choose to be blocked and stuck. You're choosing that for a reason, because you're scared. So what? No one got anywhere in this life without just walking through fear. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. We've all heard that, but it's freaking true. Right? Fear is there. Fear is the universe going, do you really want it? Do you really want it? Are you really going to have faith in us and our connection enough to go for this life, to go for what it is you want? Because you're the active ingredient. No one else can go for that with you. No one else can remove that block for you. Only you. So wherever anyone is still under the illusion that they're blocked or stuck, would you take a deep breath in? And as you let it go, you let it dissolve. Oh, I was never blocked. I was never stuck. I was just believing in the past. I was believing in a person that I no longer am. I was believing that my life purpose wasn't serving me. That my life experience wasn't serving me. And now I see that it was leading me to the now, where I get to embrace my power. I get to make a new choice, right? So I'm just looking for Megan. Are you blocked? you want to ask yourself, why would I be blocking myself? What am I afraid of? Why would I be blocking myself? Why am I keeping myself stuck? And just put pen to paper or fingers on a keyboard and just start, just let the divine speak through you and tell you why. Tell you what you're scared of. Let the divine show you what that next level is for you, what that life purpose is. Because if you're called to help others, and you just said you are, if you're called to help others, then you're called to help others. And you want to ask yourself, oh, why would I be blocking myself? Oh, I believe that I have a fear of what other people are going to think of me, right? This is applying to Linda. I have a belief that other people are going to judge me. Really? I think at this time, we're talking about the fear of success more than the fear of failure. You know, other people's perception of me. All right, Linda, can you put in what you are, what you're afraid that other people are going to judge you as? Are they going to judge you as like being, ridiculous or not good enough? Or are you worried that they're going to judge you as too full of yourself? Or, tell me what you're afraid of them judging you as. And Megan, as far as not being able to heal yourself, I'm not sure what, it sounds like a physical condition. If there's something that you can't heal yourself, you want to ask yourself, why would I be, if I'm blocking my own healing, why would I be doing that? It's usually because the power of what's coming next in your life feels scary. But the thing is, you're going to be in greater and greater levels of pain until you step out and do it. So even if you take a tiny little step, whatever tiny little step that is that you can do from the condition that you're in right now, having faith that this is the healing, right? Whatever symptoms are happening in your body now, that is the healing. That's the end of this cycle. That's the end of the pattern. So it's not true that you can't heal yourself. Your body's doing it automatically right now. That's what this is. It's the end of a healing cycle. And if you let go of the belief that you're blocked, and you go, I'm not blocked. This is the divine working through me. I'm just going to be here. I'm going to focus on what my passion is, what my purpose is. I'm going to do whatever I can from the state that I'm in, and I'm going to have 100% gratitude for what the divine is doing through me. I might not know what it is. I might not know what the divine is up to with these physical symptoms that are happening in my body, but I'm going to have 100% faith that this is working in my favor, that I haven't done anything wrong, that this is the end of a cycle. And I'm going to just sink into a place of gratitude and knowing that my life purpose and the way that I'm helping others is divinely unfolding right here and now. Yeah? Yeah. And say yes, Megan. Say yes. Hell yeah, that's the truth. And if you go and rewind this later and just keep watching it, it's a really good idea when stuff like this comes through for you. It's a really good idea to go and watch it over and over. In fact, when I'm doing the soul gaze sessions, I'm recording them for people because whatever comes through can be listened to over and over. And then you can keep reminding yourself that that is the truth and that is, you can inspire yourself, re-inspire yourself every day until you can, you can do it with my words until you can do it for yourself every single day, right? So how are we going on the subject of, sorry, I'm just reading comments now. Alexis is afraid of getting hurt. Okay, we want to be asking ourselves the question: what are we afraid of? What judgment are we afraid people are going to make of us? And then, are we really afraid of that, or is it our own judgment? Are we afraid of backing out on ourselves? Are we afraid of hurting ourselves, judging ourselves, rejecting ourselves? Because that's the only rejection that exists, that actually exists, is your own. Oh, there's so much depth to what we could do right now. Let's keep going with what we started. Linda said, it's about how I sound that I come across as ridiculous. Cool. So you think that you sound ridiculous? Is that Is that what other people have said to you? And then Linda says, it is so true what you said. It's the fear of success that I've seen in my dreams. Yeah. And can we afford any more moments of fearing our own success and sitting? I mean, how painful is it to sit there and fucking do nothing? Sorry, but yeah. The universe is kind of over it. They're going, get off your ass, go do it, have fun, play. Let's do this thing called life. There's nothing to fear. Yeah? We actually don't fear it. Fear is a sensation in your body. It actually doesn't exist. It actually doesn't exist. If that's the only thing that you get from this, because there seems to be a lot of fear of what other people think, or fear of stepping into the bigness of you, fear of stepping into your next level. If we could only realize that fear actually doesn't exist, and fear and excitement in anticipation are actually one and the same. Like, I learned this big time. So when I realized this, I was walking in nature and with a friend, and this parent came by with a pram, or a pusher, because the kid was a little bit older, and he was running. And this kid, he was probably like 3, maybe 2 or 3. He was sitting in this pusher, and they were really whizzing. Like, they were going downhill, they were going fast. And the look on this little boy's face, he was like, he went through, like, it was amazing. In that moment, I was meant to see that interaction, because this boy was going from terror to absolute exhilaration, to terror to absolute exhilaration. And in that moment, I realized there is no difference. So what I had been calling a fear of public speaking, this is important, you guys. I'll get back to that, Kirsten, in a second. That thing you're calling fear is your own excitement that you're about to bring your soul's purpose through into the world. And there's nothing more precious than your soul being seen and heard in this world. That's what we're here for. It's a precious, precious thing that you're going to be doing for yourself, for humanity, for the planet, for all that is, by redefining fear as excitement. Oh, I'm not afraid of that, even if your heart is pumping, because this is what used to happen to me when I believed that I had a fear and a phobia of public speaking. My heart would pound. I can't do it. I can't do it. The amount of times that I was about to go on a stage or in a group and have to have my turn, and I would like bolt out of the room, right? Or I would say, no, sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it, right? My heart was pounding because I was so excited and feeling vulnerable that I was bringing out this part of myself for the world to see. There's a possibility that some people aren't going to like it. Get used to it. Some people aren't going to like it. Some people think I'm too airy-fairy. Some people think that I'm too full of myself. That's okay. We can't just as we can't be 100% positive all the time. We have to love that other side of ourselves. We also have to come to a place of being willing to not be liked by some, even if it's family members. But you know what I find with family members is they gradually come on board, because the more you sink into self-love and commitment and get out there and go, you know what? I'm just doing this anyway. People respect that so much. They want to be like that. They want to do that. And you're leading the way by going, my fear is my excitement that I'm now willing and able to bring my divine soul purpose into the world, into this life. Yeah. So redefining fear as excitement is extremely important. Go, oh, I'm not afraid. That's right. It feels like fear because I've defined this feeling of my heart pumping and getting all like, oh, I'm going to forget what I'm going to say. I've defined that as fear, but it's actually excitement. And you need to just take a few deep breaths. reconnect your feet into Mother Earth, up through the crown chakra, up to the heavens above, back down into the heart with the mixing of the energies. And go, work through me. Work through me. I'm here. Divine, work through me. I'm here, I'm willing, I'm able. And bring it through. Bring it through. Because it hurts too damn much to stay stuck by your own unwillingness to take the steps of that person who you know you are. Right? I'm going to say that over and over. You love my rawness and my truth and no bullshit. Yeah, thank you. Yes. That's what people need right now. We don't need to be pussyfooting around any of these topics. Just like, just do it, is what the divine's message is to you. Stop believing in your own, what's the word? Limited nature, and start believing in your completely limitless nature, right? Start believing in infinite possibilities. Go back and watch this again. Like, I'm going to watch it again because I think there's some stuff in it that I need to hear. So deep breath in. And you can do the quick grounding exercise any time of day when you want to feel your connection from the roots of your tree of life. Feel your roots planted at the core of Mother Earth. You're so divinely supported. You could never not be looked after. You could never not be looked after. So you can plant your roots, you can bring the energy up, and you can connect to the heavens and know that you, this body, this localized human, is actually heaven on earth. It's the way that heaven gets to experience the earthly life. And are you willing to do that at the deepest level, the funnest level, the truest level, the most authentic you, the I don't give a shit what anyone else thinks of me, you? I got to do this. I got to be me. Because that's what this year, what this time is all about. People coming out of the closet going, this is me. I'm weird and wonderful. And if you don't like it, that's okay. You go be you, and I'm not going to worry about it. Right? Are we feeling a little bit more self-loved up? Linda says, that thing I call fear is my excitement about bringing my soul purpose to meet my life purpose, to share it with the world. Fantastic. I'm so glad you're going to repeat that to yourself. Sarah says, great session in Learning Mary. Thank you, Sarah. Linda, stand tall in your beautiful soul. Oh, thank you. Oh, replying to Linda. Stand tall in your beautiful soul. That was you, part of your mantra. Fantastic. That's beautiful. Just knowing just keep on connecting. Earth to heavens, knowing you are heaven on earth. You are precious. Your soul's purpose is unfolding perfectly as a result of all that past conditioning, all that past life experience. Send it gratitude now. Deep breath in. Sending gratitude to wherever you perceive the past to be. For me, it's over on the left-hand side. I'm sending love to all those people who gave me weird and wonderful experiences, painful experiences, some, that brought me to the here moment of now, where I'm getting to experience, to wake up. Doesn't matter how old or how young you are. It doesn't matter at all. When it's the divine moment now. All of that is culminating in this point where you're allowing the opening, you're allowing the blossoming of that seed that you planted for this lifetime. So just gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I love you all people, weird and wonderful people, because whatever they were passing to you, they were passed as well from their own childhoods, etc. They weren't doing it to harm you. They were doing it on the subconscious level to help you because you asked. Judge it if you want. Take it on board if it is helpful to you. And then I want you to bring the gratitude through the present moment and push it out to the future, to the so-called future that is right now unfolding, which is you taking the steps of that evolved self, that next self, right? Remember, the only difference between you and that person is your choice of actions, your choice of words to yourself, your choice of thoughts about you, right? Push all that gratitude out there. Woo, that's me over there. I am so being that person. I am so being her or him. And right now, identify 2 or 3 things that you can do right here and now today that will tell you and the universe, yes, I'm ready for this. Yes, I'm going for this. Yes, this is who I really am. Yeehaw! Write those things down. Write those things down. The future self is now. Let's take a deep breath in together. Relaxing back into that feeling that Mother Earth has got you. Do that multiple times a day. Because we can feel like it's all us. We have to do it. We have to do it all. But no, it's all being done already. We need to relax and have fun. Share the joy. Receive the joy. Receive this joy. I'm going to end on this. I'm going to give you a little bit of a soul gaze. If you want to stay here, gaze into my eyes. If you want to contact me for a soul gaze session, they're only $60. You get a whole lot of value for that. $60 for half an hour. Gaze into my eyes. That's too cheap, isn't it? But I said it, so you can have it. You are so beautiful. So powerful. There's so much love here for you. Will you receive? Love yourself. Have a blessed Sunday. Contact me if you need a hand with anything. Send me a message. If you want to explore retreats, self-love miracle retreats, go to the self-love miracle retreat page. We have one coming up in April in Adelaide at Aldinga Beach. That's a whole weekend doing this work together, upgrading to this level of self-love. Thank you for all the love hearts and everything. Come along, Aldinga Beach, the 12th to the 14th of April. It's $647, and there is payment plans. So everyone should be able to afford that. If you give yourself permission to give that to you, right? There's also the Daintree. We're going up to the Daintree for a retreat in October. That's on the Self-Love Miracle Retreats page. If you haven't already joined the Self-Love Sisterhood, that's the group. That's my group, where we do this kind of upgrading. We inspire each other. Join. Because as a sisterhood, and I do allow men in there too, I'm not exclusive. There is a guy in there. As a humanhood, as a human family, we have so much power to raise each other up, to remind each other how totally lovable and worthy we are. Blessings. See you next week.